The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Dalton to throw. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From midfield here, Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton now to pass. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Devin Bush able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for him really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Ready up. Hey, high 7. 55.
On 1st and 10, Jones. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now Jones on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. The open man is Westbrook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shreds the tackle. No gain on the dump off at 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Jones now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. Jones now on 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Jones to throw again. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. This is caught by Antonio Brown.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Open man is Cantrell. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Operating from the gun, Jones. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This is caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sand. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Jones. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Jones now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the...
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. D.D. Westbrook on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the 1st half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On 2nd down now, it's Jones.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on 3rd down, Dalton finds his target, Montgomery. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Bullock's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go, buddy.
Now this offense led by D.D. Westbrook trotting back onto the field, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andrew Billings, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. To try again after the sack. Jones, and he completes it to Westbrook. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. And that's one step in the proper direction.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness is
rush coming, and he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. The pressure gets to him again. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw here, Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And Bullock will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
A gain there of 21 yards. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. His big game continues. Already has a 3 touchdowns. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it'll bring up third down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Now Jones on first down. Going to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. D.D. Westbrook, 27 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Got his man. It's Eifert. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Running right, Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Down. 18 Gator. Bravo.
Jones now on 1st and 10. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. 23 yards the final tally. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A pass there complete to Westbrook, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On 1st down, Jones.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones going to throw again. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 33. Looking to throw. Jones. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That and the...
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Throwing again. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. He's going to sling this. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. 39 yards there. A big one. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Larry Fitzgerald with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They're the punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's get this,
Again, it's Jones. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now in Pittsburgh, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And now to the air, Dalton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun, and he's going to go down again. Cleveland Farrell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroom. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Jones now. Back to the air on 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab as his guys continue to... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's how we do it, baby.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. Here it's 3rd and 2. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. And the catch good, it's Eifert. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Another chance for Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wide open receiver, complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just a call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The throw over the middle taken in. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Jones. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Great job. Touchdown today.
So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It's certain.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Open man is Cantrell. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leader.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. To Dalton now. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. T.J. Watt leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.